An entitled neighbor thought he owned the street until the fire department arrived to teach him a lesson. I'm a paramedic. Most people move when they see the lights. But this one guy didn't care. He was the most entitled neighbor I've ever met. We got a call for a patient who had fallen. They were very large. They weighed over 400 pounds. They needed help fast. This patient had a special parking spot right out front. It was a legal disabled spot. But this neighbor kept parking there anyway. He didn't care about the fines. He didn't care about the letters from the city. He just wanted that spot. When we pulled up, it was worse than usual. He wasn't just in the disabled spot. He parked a second car right across the patient's driveway. We couldn't get our gear in. I checked the patient. It looked like a broken hip. That's a major emergency. They needed to get to the hospital now. My partner went to the neighbor's door. He asked him to move the cars. The guy told my partner to go away. He used some very rude words. My partner came back steaming. My hands were shaking. I had to take a breath before I did something I would regret. I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I just picked up my radio. I called the fire department and the police. We needed help lifting the patient. And we needed someone to handle this guy. The fire truck got there first. The crew leader saw the situation. He sent one of his guys to the door. Same result. The neighbor told him to get lost. The fire captain looked at me. He asked if the patient's life was at risk. Honestly, I think the neighbor was purely evil for what he was doing. I told the captain yes. I said I couldn't get my life-saving gear inside because of the cars. That was all he needed to hear. He looked at his driver. He told him to move those vehicles. I've never seen anything so satisfying. The massive fire truck just pushed both cars right down the road. Metal was crunching. Tires were screaming. It was beautiful. The neighbor came running out of his house. He was shouting and waving his arms. He looked like his head was going to explode. He ran straight to the police. He tried to tell them we destroyed his property. The cops just stared at him. They knew his history. They knew he was blocking an emergency. My clinical report said it was a life or death moment. That's all the law cared about. He stood there in the street while his cars sat crumpled in a pile. Maybe I went too far by calling it an emergency, but I do not regret it. He is still trying to sue the city to this day. But he hasn't won a single penny yet.